Hello there everyone, today I'm going to show you how to make the Mig-29. And as you can see, here's the aircraft description, which is going to be a usual thing now. And this airplane actually flies really nice. The reason it's 9 out of 10 is because it's a little bit back heavy, so it tends to go up a little, but it looks nice. So it's the same way as all my other airplanes. You fold it in half, then you want to fold it in half again. Then after that you want to open it up and fold it in half the other way. After doing that, you want to get one corner and fold it to make a 45-degree angle. And do the same thing to the other side. As you can see, this video is a little bit longer than my usual videos. It's 18 minutes. And I'm going to try to do this now. I'm going to make my videos a little bit longer, make them a little bit slower, easier to understand. This one's still kind of fast, times 2 speed, but I'm going to make them slower. So at those points, at those measurements, you want to draw a dot right there. And about 0.75 centimeters, you want to draw another dot and connect the 2 dots using the ruler, because that makes a straighter fold. And you want to do the same thing to the other side, and try to keep it symmetrical as usual, so it makes a better flight experience. And about 3/4 of the way down, you want to fold it up again, and make the wings go up. It's not exactly in the middle in this airplane, it's a little bit lower than the middle, so yeah, that's why. Then you want to open it up again, and right where the mountain fold is, you want to start folding it from there all the way to the corner of the paper. These here are going to be the ailerons, not the horizontal stabilizers. Then you want to fold everything back to how it was again, which can get a little bit confusing sometimes, but you just need to retrace your steps. Then you want to use the same a picture of the wings from the picture I used in the beginning of the video. It's just the blueprints of it. And you want to trace it out, but only the wings, not the ailerons yet, because we only really need them right now. And it's best if we just trace this part right here, like the very front, because sometimes you make corrections throughout the airplane and we don't really need the whole wing design. I would highly recommend you use a ruler, because once you draw these lines you can erase them, but since I'm using pen, so you can see them easier. So right where the wings bends right there, when it starts to curve up, you want to cut it right there, make a 45-degree angle, and the front of the wings you want to like fold it down, and like so it makes like a curve, and it makes the shape of the wings. So I like to use my thumb to like make it nice and round, and use my fingers so it makes it look nicer. And about right where the wing starts to go up, you want to keep it exact. You want to like draw a couple of dots for this, and this airplane happens to be about 1.5 centimeters. So just draw 2 dots, and you want to fold a line parallel to the fuselage of the aircraft. Make sure it's parallel, and like perfectly parallel, because you don't want to do like curve in or out or anything, because that's obviously going to affect the flying of your airplane. You can just remove these parts because they're kind of annoying. And if you want to, you can also tape them in. You can tape everything under the airplane right now. There's nothing important we need right now at the moment. So like everything that connects the wings to fuselage, you can tape right now. So about 1 centimeter, you want to draw a dot right in the back, and you want to like connect it all over the fold right there. Then you fold it back up again, so it lines up with the previous fold you did earlier. So it makes like this triangle shape. Do you want to try to do the same thing to the other side? I like to take it one step at a time, like fold it down again, then fold the other wing up, and instead of like doing all the measurements and like using the ruler all over again, you could just use the airplane, like the other side, as a template basically, or as a guide, and then you make sure that your both sides are symmetrical now. And about 1 centimeter from the front of the airplane, you know, draw another dot. This is where the wings are gonna, or the ailerons, the vertical stabilizers are gonna start to go up. So with this piece right here, you wanna like fold it under the wings. It's a little bit tricky because since it's so small, it can be a little bit hard. I like using the scissors like push it in. So you should push it in and like fold it under the wings. And you can like tape this part now. You want to use the wings again, or the template? It's easier if you just cut out the wings because now the thing's in the way. And right with it starts to fall again, you want to like try tracing the wings again, because obviously since the paper moved, we have to trace the wings again. This is why I recommend using pencil, because then you can just remove the lines. And now the airplane looks kind of ugly. But this airplane wasn't designed to look nice, it was just for tutorials. So, as long as it gets the job done, I have much more other airplanes out, like in the end of the video, where that look much nicer. Do you want to separate the horizontal stabilizers with the wings, because they're connected with the wings? So you just want to cut it right there in the back. Then you want to like start outlining the wings, and make sure you don't cut the horizontal stabilizer, because that sometimes happens to me and it gets really annoying. So that you have to like carefully like cut on top of it. Then you can just cut the tips of the wings, because we don't need them anymore. We never did actually. Then you want to start outlining the horizontal stabilizers, because they're not actually that big in real life, obviously. And this part, we don't really need it, so you could just cut it out. I was thinking about putting it under the wings, but I'm gonna use that part for something else later. You will see. But so it will just make things worse, so let's just cut it off. Then you wanna fold the horizontal stabilizers to the same angle of the lines you just drew, and start cutting it. As you see, I folded it downwards, but I recommended you fold it the other way, so the smooth side is facing the top, because now you see like a bunch of lines there, and it's like it looks really cluttered and stuff. So instead of folding it down, I recommend folding it up. Something I didn't do in this airplane, but I did it in the other one, which I'm gonna show later at the end of the video. Which I also showed it to you in the beginning of the video. Now I want to use a picture of the vertical stabilizers to basically outline the same way you did it with the wings. But this one's a little bit more tricky because since it is smaller and you are dealing with thicker paper, at least with the bottom part. After that, you can put tape on the top part. Because also, I like using like the thicker tape. That's a little bit more wider, because that also makes the paper stronger and it makes it more durable, which is kind of nice too. And about halfway of this thing right here in front of the vertical stabilizer, you wanna like cut it about halfway down and start folding it inwards about halfway too. It's a little bit hard because since this is pretty thick paper and my scissors are really bad, it's kind of hard. But this is a nice trick you can do. You can use the scissors as basically like a really hard surface to rub against, and it makes the paper flatter instead of like breaking your thumbs trying to do it. Then you can just add tape everywhere basically. After that, you can just make the back part neater by removing all the extra paper we don't need anymore. You can also like in the back right here where the engine is supposed to be, you can also like cut the engine outline, like making like the nozzles and everything. It's all personal preference. I'm not gonna do it in this airplane obviously because this is just a tutorial, but this is just an example right here what I'm doing, and it looks really bad and sloppy because it's just an example. So as you can see, you can just like try to make an engine outline. It looks so bad, but yeah, I'll show you how it actually should look like in my pictures in the end. So right here, as you can see, for some reason in one of the wings, the paper doesn't reach all the way back, so it's kind of weird. So for some reason, it only works on one wing in this airplane, but in my other plane it does work. So you want to basically cut a small piece of paper in the very top wing, and then you want to tape it back on again. And all of this does is make like a really like a rectangle shape, so it kind of looks like it gives the illusion it has control surfaces, kind of like flaps and stuff. But for some reason this airplane's wing is like crooked or something, so I'm just gonna put a piece of paper under it because I'm an expert engineer and I can fix this. After all that, you could just add tape basically any part of the airplane because we're basically done now. All you have to do now is the cockpit, obviously, by just cutting about a 45-degree angle right in front of the nose where the wings start to fold out, and basically just form the shape of the cockpit by like making it steeper in the back and like more flat in the front. And that's basically it. And you're basically done now. I'm just adding more tape because more tape never hurts, basically. And you're basically done now. And this is how the airplane is actually supposed to look like. As you can see, it looks much nicer than it does in the tutorial because I actually took my time in this one and made it look nice. And actually did put like an actual engine out nozzles on the back. That looks cool. So this is a really cool airplane. It flies amazing. I highly recommend it. It's one of my favorite actually. But I say that in every video. So thanks for watching. Subscribe for more.